concentrate, preserve.
And we're underway in round one. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Nice counter shot. Miss with that jab. Nice counter. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? That counter punch caught him clean. A perfect counter lands. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fight on fight.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Perfect counter shot. That jab doesn't score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. He threw a punch and just got countered. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. That hook is parried away. Beautiful counter punch. Teofimo in some real trouble here. Very close round. Did you see that? Marquez's days. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. That was almost a... There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And the Takeover's in some big trouble now. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice counter shot. Can't score with that punch. finishing. These two fighters are made for one another. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. And Lopez is dazed. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
There's a counter. Down goes Lopez. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your...
Let's talk about Takeover Lopez. There's the bell for round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he's come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's gonna hustle now. He's gonna bluff him.
Counter punch caught him clean. Catch and shoot. Nice counter. Nice counter. Marquez is hurt. Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Takeover Lopez in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to... And there's the bell for round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. They got out of the way of that right hook. That counter shot lands. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Exchange here from both men. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
That one lands. A perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you.
Let's start the sixth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Which fighter will say no mas? There's a counter shot. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Marquez is rocked. How is this fight still continuing?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They exchange punches. Has to be careful for that. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last one. There's the bell to start round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Goes the uppercut, but misses. It's all offense all the time. Good counter punch. There's a counter shot. Nice counter. Only catching air with that hook. They exchange punches halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
There's a counter shot. They got to pick things up halfway through the round here. Good counter punch. There's a counter shot. Straight right just misses. Nice counter. Can't find a home for that jab. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The jab doesn't quite connect. Marquez is in trouble. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time.